Hey, I, for one, am super excited because Trenton's back home. He came home from vacation.
I'm looking all tan and whatnot. I got out for a week, and I came back to 103 messages and emails and things that I have to take care of.
That's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, so as much as I'm glad to be back, I'm also not.
You know,
I have to answer all those things.
Honestly, Trenton, I mean, because you got a lot you have going on in your end. I know you do a lot of work with the YouTube channel, plus your job, everything that's going on. I run the drywall business, but the worst part about vacation is getting ready to go and then what you have to face when you get back home.
That's why I don't take a lot of vacation.
It's always nice. It is. It's always nice to go and to spend time away, but man, sometimes it's overwhelming on either end.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, so I glad to be back. We get to taste this fantastic. We get to finally undress. Look at this garb here.
I saved this special bottle for Trenton to get back so we can actually do the video. I'm shocked. Quite a few folks in the comments said they wanted to see Crown Royal Single Malt review.
A lot more than I thought. Honestly, I just thought people were gonna be like, "Ew, I don't want to see that," but they did. So cue the Marvin Gaye here, Kyle, because we're gonna undress this fella. I'm gonna get it all weird if you want to do a close up.
Yeah, did I put it in backwards? I did.
Oh.
Wait. Do it again, Kyle. Do it again, Kyle. All right, Trenton, and action.
Sounds like a squeegee.
Yeah, I didn't even mess with it. I didn't even take off the beautiful.
Did you not try this when I was gone?
Absolutely not. Out of respect for you,
Wow.
I never touched it. It was still in the box. I took it out of the box just to put it on the bar top.
I'm shocked.
I didn't take it out of the nice velvet bag. I didn't open it. Nothing.
I'm shocked. Big props to you. Big props to you. Let's give this a... Really?
A twist.
Wow, you didn't.
I swear to you, I didn't. I wanted to make this video authentic and special.
Look, ever since that Crown Apple 23 that I may or may not have purchased for over $200, I've kind of stayed away from any Crown Royal stuff. I also don't really get the hype around Crown Royal.
Well, you know, as far as Canadian whiskeys, and this might shock you, what I did do is just a tiny bit of research.
Okay, that's good because I did.
A little.
That's good because I did none.
Even on vacation, or would I expect you to? But you know, Crown Royal, from what I gathered, is the largest seller of Canadian whiskey worldwide. Crown Royal.
Okay.
And that, thank you very much. Thank you.
I know how you love Crown Royal, so we're...
And that makes sense. I mean, because we see Crown Royal all the time around here. I had a guy that used to work with me. We were actually partners for a while after 2008 and 2009 taping. And Crown Royal was his favorite. It was Christmas time, and I got him a Crown Royal, you know.
Cool.
And he thought it was great. I do have, Kent actually gave me one of their special rye releases, and I think that's really good. Northern Harvest Rye or something.
Why have I not tried this yet?
It's somewhere.
Okay.
It's
I didn't know
somewhere.
they did that.
Oh yeah, well I can find it for you after this video.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So they do have some pretty good quality whiskey that I can tell. I know it's a big deal in Canada, Crown Royal. So why not? I'll also know, Trent, that this is their very first attempt at a single malt whiskey.
Okay. Well, yeah, let us know, because Kurt's picked up some things from Jim Beam, their Clearmont Steep. There's the New Riff did their attempt at a single malt. Jim Beam, well, that was the Clearmont Steep.
Yep.
There's been a couple distilleries, Bullet. There's been a couple distilleries coming out with their attempt at a single malt. Crown Royal kind of jumping on that bandwagon too.
Exactly.
And if you guys want to see that, yep, that's whiskey. It was really like slimy for some reason. If you guys want to see a big name single malt that hasn't notoriously been known for single malts, let us know. We can do that.
Yeah, like a heritage distillery or
Yeah.
distilleries like that or whatever.
The only one that I think crushed it was Jack Daniels. They did a fantastic job.
They did.
May not be your cup of tea, but I really liked it quite a bit.
I thought it was pretty
fantastic.
good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Trent, this is 90 proof, so I'm digging the proof.
Oh, I thought these were always 80. Okay.
Yeah, this is 90 proof,
Wow.
and you know, as far as my single malt Scotch whiskeys, I really love it when they come in at that 92 proof. So we're right there. There is no age statement. I couldn't find anything, nor did I take a lot of time to try to research it.
I'd be shocked.
The only thing that I found was it's NAS, not age stated, and it is aged in new American oak casks.
All right.
That's about all I got for you. So it wasn't a lot of research, but it's a little bit of something.
I'm back.
Of course you are.
Honestly.
Bro, give me that rag down there. What are you?
See, I haven't drank in like
out
a week.
Of practice. You just
I know.
slung that whiskey all over me.
That was impressive how much distance I got with that, though, I will say.
What were you doing over there? Trying to do the swirl?
Yeah. A little SJ.
Haven't I taught you anything?
No.
The roll.
I did. Yeah, I did
do
that.
the roll. You don't sling it all over the place.
I did do that, but I was doing a little one of these. I'm out of practice. I'm not used to this.
Boy, there's a little retraining needs to happen around here.
At first, I thought this smelled
You got so much in mind, I can't even roll it.
Well, you can roll it, just maybe not.
Good
no,
grief.
what I did is I made, because I know you got schnoz issues, that freaking gnat is back. I did it higher so that you would have a lot less space to reach the actual whiskey in there.
Ask your mom. I was sitting right here just a couple nights ago, and I was like Mr. Miyagi. She was sitting over there. I was sitting right there. We were watching a show.
What that means?
Well, you get there.
Okay.
It was. Haven't you ever seen The Karate Kid?
No. No, I've seen the one with, is that the one with Jaden Smith in it?
Oh my gosh, no! You gotta watch
saw
the
that
original
one.
ones
Okay.
with Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, yeah.
So, anyways, I had a Diet Coke opened up over there, and a fly landed on the can, and it was like Mr. Miyagi style. I was like, whoosh, got it.
And you didn't spill anything?
No,
That's impressive.
Snatched that puppy right off the can. Bam, got it.
You should have recorded that.
And I said, I told your mom, Trenton would be proud of me right now. He'd be happy that I got rid of it. First video you're back, or some gnat now.
Yeah. Or maybe I just bring
Go
them in because I
figure.
stink.
That's possible. Well, there's not a whole lot that I can, even though you got mine almost filled to the top, there's a little bit, there's some pleasant notes there. There's a little bit for me, a little bit of honey, maybe a tiny bit of vanilla. Sure, but it's light. It's light. What do you got?
I get like some pencil shavings in there, like stale bubble gum.
It seemed like you always get some form of pencil shaving or
Yeah.
something on 100% barley type whiskeys.
And I get like grape nuts, stale bubble gum, and pencil shavings.
Grape nuts I can follow.
Yeah. It's
I'm
like
not quite getting the pencil shavings things you're saying.
like graphite. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like an overwhelming amount of grape nuts. Do grape nuts have a grape flavor?
I don't think so.
Why
I don't think
grape
so.
nuts?
I don't know. But I don't find anything to be, bad.
No,
in the aromas.
No. When I say
Just light.
a pencil shaving and a stale bubble gum, it's not in a bad way. It's just different. I'm used to the single malts that I go towards are a little bit more of a sherry, a little like more finished that offer a little in cask strength.
Sure.
From West.
This had
Yeah.
no sherry influence at all. No sherry casks. At
Grape nut influence for sure.
all. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's go.
I can't tell on first sip if I like it or if I really hate it.
Okay, first thing I need to ask you, because I
dislike it, rather.
did see when I did a little research, MSRP shows at $55.
Okay.
I don't know what Harry was charging, but
Okay, so the only reason I actually bought this was because Harry pointed out that the Crown Royal had a single malt, and I was like, I'm not really a Crown Royal fan, especially after that mishap with the Crown Apple 23. And he was like, okay. So I left and came back, and he's like, that Crown Royal Single Malt sold out like very quickly. And I was like, oh, okay. He said the guy said it was the couple folks that purchased it said it was very good. So I was like, okay, you sold me on it. If you get another one, let me know. And he texted me a couple days later. He's like, I got one more case of it. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll buy it.
so you don't remember the exact price. Well, I was there actually.
Yeah, you
I'm the one that
bought
picked
it in
it
the
up,
box.
but,
Yeah.
so I don't.
I think it was 55 or 60.
Yeah, well, that's the MSRP is $55. So keep that in mind. For a single malt whiskey, it doesn't seem to be too expensive. It's definitely not on the expensive side for single malt whiskey. I have to say, on first sips, it kind of tends to taste a little bit more of a blended whiskey rather than a single malt. But it's approachable. It's very approachable. It's not barley heavy.
I get a toasted grain kind of an aspect to it quite a bit, like a roasted kind of a thing. It's more on the earthy side. I honestly get very little, if no sweetness from this thing, or like a definitive fruity or like a barrely. Well, maybe a little bit of barley.
It's not. I don't get any fruit at all myself personally. I get exactly what you said with that roasted grain. I was going to say like a toasted nutty type flavor to it. I do get a slight vanilla in there, maybe a tiny bit of honey, but it's not. I don't want to convey with those notes that it's sweet, because I don't find it to be a sweet sip. But I do get a little bit of honey and a little bit of vanilla. That little toasty grain, toasty nuttiness in there is probably predominant.
If you've ever had one of those like red pleather couches in your living room or wherever, and it sits in the sun for a little too long, like that's what I'm picking up. We used to have those. That's what I'm kind of picking up on.
You remember the red pleather, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. I slept and sweated on those things many nights in the living room. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Kyle remember the red pleather too.
You sleep on those things with like no covers on it or anything. You'll wake up and you have to like,
especially you,
pry your face off of that thing. That thing sticks so much.
Good stuff right there.
Yeah, good times. Good times with those.
My opinion, I'm just going to give you my opinion. I think that I'm very happy that this whiskey wasn't, $70, $80, $90. That would be, then I'd have a completely different mindset about it. But at $55, I think it's a fairly good introductory to a single malt whiskey. I think there's nothing in there that I would say, oh, that's bad. Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot in there that I would say, oh, wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
But I think it's very approachable. What this might be good for, Trenton, is like a bridge for some folks that really love bourbon to try to maybe give single malt whiskey a try. Because this is a little bit non-assuming. It's approachable. Got some lighter notes in there.
I think this, I'm not impressed by it. But I think it would be very interesting to compare this to a Clearmont Steep, to a Bullet Single Malt, to a New Riff Single Malt, and maybe one other one in a blind of some sort. Because to me, this is standing out a little bit above the crowd, not having had those other ones for quite some time. I remember the other ones having just so much dominant grain notes in it with no flavor. This at least softens that blow just a little bit.
He's right, yes.
And offers it. To me, this is a little bit more smooth, I feel like. Those other ones were a little bit bitey. They pulled in some tannins or some other things that maybe weren't so pleasant.
And that's why I mentioned the fact that I think this might be a good bottle for the folks out there who's never really even tried a single malt. This might be kind of something that gets you a little bit towards that category, because it doesn't sling you all the way to the other side where it's very, heavy barley notes and, those deep type of single malt notes that you get with non-sherry influenced whiskeys.
Yeah.
So
overall, I think it's a pretty decent attempt. I'm not going to say this is my favorite single malt. It's not mine. It's not also my least favorite single malt. So I think, and the price point on it, I think, is for Crown Royal, you're paying for like the name and the branding and like whatever in the little fancy bag. I'm not upset about it. Would I buy another one? No, I would not. But I think for Crown Royal, why do I keep saying Crown Royal?
You're out of practice.
I need to go to bed.
You need some retraining going on around here.
I need to go to bed. For Crown Royal's first attempt at a single malt, I don't know if they're going to continue this trend. I don't know if this is an annual release. I don't know. But I think it's a pretty solid attempt.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel 100% the same.
Yeah. But do you have a video planned for Wednesday?
No.
Well,
at this point.
If you are a fan of Crown Royal, stay tuned. We have a fantastic video coming up on what is today? Sunday. Wow. On Wednesday.
Wow.
Curated by yours truly, so you know it's going to be fantastic. And it's going to cover some aspects, or all aspects of Crown Royal. So make sure you stick around for that one.
Wow, that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. I will say, in this, I did actually end up donating the Crown Apple 23.
You did?
I did, yeah. Somebody, when we were at Kent's basement. Tristan.
Yes, I
really liked it.
I remember.
Tristan really liked it, and he was more than happy to take it off my hand so that it wasn't burning a hole in my shelf and making me sad every time I looked at it. So that's not going to be making an appearance, but maybe a couple more will. You'll just have to wait and see on Wednesday. Very
interesting. Well, maybe we can trot out that rye whiskey that I have, too, that Kent gave me.
Yeah, I'd be interested because I've never had that.
All right. Well, that sounds like fun. All right, hey, that's all we have for you today. welcome back, Trenton. We're good to have you here.
Thanks.
As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next time. See you later.
You confuse me with the catch me next time. See you later.
Well, you know, you just gotta, when I pause, that's when you go like this.
I did. Do we say? I don't know. We'll see you next time.